Hello everyone, I am Komal Mehta, teaching as an assistant professor in computer science department at St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurgaon. Today in the series of structured analysis course, we will cover about cost benefit analysis. There are some basic key points about the cost, about the benefit and how can we analyze the cost benefit and what are the basic categories and how can we determine with the help of some techniques and identifying the cost benefits parameters. So let's start with the cost benefit analysis. It is a basic approach to develop any designing recommendation for the end user. Each approach has a cost and a benefit that can be compared with those both other approaches before final recommendation, because we have to finalize the best one, so we have to evaluate each and every alternate with cost and benefit, and the best one with among them will be selected as a further analysis and for further recommendation. So that will be the final recommendation when it will get proper benefit as we expected. The outcome is a system proposal that summarizing the finding of an analysis. That means whatever we find in our analysis will be mentioned in the system proposal. And the data analysis is the initial step to finding any analysis, because we have to first analyze the data. After that, we will evaluate. So first step is a data analysis. So once the analysis will be done, the investigation will be started. So second step is a system investigation and data gathering that complete the current finding. Whatever we required will be find over here. The system requirements are the better customer service, fast information retrieval, quicker notice representation, better billing accuracy, improving and staff efficiency, lower processing and operation cost, and the consistent billing procedure to eliminate the error. So these are some basic key points that system must requires, because with the help of that the evaluation done is easy in comparison of the other one. So what are the basic categories of the cost benefits? Firstly, a hardware cost. A hardware cost that relates to the actual purchasing of the computer and a peripheral. It is the most difficult when system is shared by the multiple user. For example, I want to create a system, and in that system I want to open a lab of 50 systems. So I need 50 computers as well as CPUs as well as printers, so that any hard copy will be mentioned. Then we have to do it with the help of printer, chairs, tables. So these all are the equipments that actually requires for any new system. So what are the basic hardware cost for these one, and some peripherals as well. So that will be difficult to evaluate. And when the system will be shared by the multiple user, then how can we evaluate that who has a better or the first priority? So that will be managed by difficulty. Next is a personal cost. It means it including the staff salary, benefits. It is one time cost, as once the system is installed, we need not to pay anything, because जो भी वहां पर इंस्टॉल करने आएगा उसे इंस्टॉल करने के लिए कुछ ना कुछ पे किया जाएगा. सो वो वन टाइम कोस्ट है, लेकिन वो सैलरी उसकी दी जाती है. दैट इज कॉल्ड अ पर्सनल कोस्ट. वो जस्ट वन टाइम इन्वेस्टमेंट होती है, उसके बाद उसे नहीं दिया जाता. नेक्स्ट इज अ फैसिलिटी कोस्ट. फैसिलिटी कोस्ट मींस जो अदर एक्सपेंसेस आप अदर फैसिलिटीज प्रोवाइड करवाते हो अपने स्टाफ को. दैट आर द एक्सपेंसेस incurred in the preparation of a physical site where the application will be in operation. जहां पर आप अपना वो टास्क कंप्लीट करवाना चाहते हो, वहां पर आप कौन कौन सी अदर फैसिलिटीज अपने स्टाफ को देते हो, that will be mentioned in the facility cost. So for example, we can say lightning, AC, geyser, coffee machine, wiring. So these all are the one time investment as well, but these all are the accessories, not the mandatory one. That's why it is called a facility cost. Next is the operation cost or operating cost, we can say. It includes the cost associated with day-to-day operations of the system. That means the amount depend on the number of shifts, the nature of application and others operating staff. For example, अगर हम कोई भी काम कर रहे हैं, काम करने के लिए हमें let us suppose टाइम ज्यादा लग जाता है, तो इन अ कंपनी we can say whenever the duration will be over and we have to do other tasks as well, then the OT will be assigned. Overtime will be given to the employee so that they can do extra work for that. So OT for that duration is एक्टिंग एज अ ऑपरेटिंग कोस्ट, क्योंकि वो रेगुलर बेसिस पे नहीं मिलता, वो डे टू डे आप जो ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म कर रहे हो उसके अकॉर्डिंग मिलता है. फॉर एग्जांपल 9 आवर की शिफ्ट के बाद अगर आपका काम कंप्लीट हो जाता है लेकिन आपसे जो एक्सपेक्टेड है वो अभी कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ है और वो उनको आज के आज ही चाहिए, इट मींस क्लाइंट की रिक्वायरमेंट है कि वो आज के आज फुलफिल हो, तो वो 9 आवर के बाद 2 आवर्स और आपसे कहता है कि आप प्लीज 2 आवर्स और काम कर लीजिए सो दैट ये काम कंप्लीट हो जाएगा. उस 2 आवर्स के लिए आपको पे नहीं किया जा रहा, राइट. सो आप क्या कहोगे कि मैं उस चीज को क्यों परफॉर्म करूं अगर वो मुझे इस चीज के लिए पे नहीं किया जा रहा है. देन आपको कंपनी की तरफ से ओटी मिलता है, ओवर टाइम उस चीज की सैलरी मिलेगी. वो जो 2 घंटे आपने काम किया उसकी जो सैलरी मिली दैट इज कॉल्ड द ऑपरेटिंग कॉस्ट. वो आपने एक दिन काम किया, रेगुलर बेसिस पे आप वो 2 घंटे काम नहीं कर रहे. इन नेक्स्ट डे सेम सिनेरियो विल एग्जिस्ट एंड आपको 4 घंटे और एक्स्ट्रा काम करना पड़ रहा है, तो आपको 4 घंटे का ओटी मिलेगा ना कि 2 घंटे का. तो उस दिन के लिए ऑपरेटिंग कॉस्ट क्या होगी, 4 डेज कॉस्ट होगी. सो दैट विल वेरी अकॉर्डिंग डे टू डे, ओके, एंड शिफ्ट टू शिफ्ट एज वेल. Next is a supply cost. That are the variables cost that increasing by using the paper, ribbon, disc, etc. Whatever we extra required is done with the help of supply cost. जो भी आपकी एक्चुअल में रिक्वायरमेंट्स है आपके अपने टास्क को कंप्लीट करने के लिए, some accessories, so these are called as a supply cost. Next is a procedure for cost benefit determination. This there are some basic steps that we have to follow for the determination of the cost and benefit. Firstly, identify the cost and benefit pertaining to the given project. जिस प्रोजेक्ट पे आप काम करना चाह रहे हो उस प्रोजेक्ट की कोस्ट और बेनिफिट क्या है, आप अप्रोक्सीमेट आइडिया लगाओगे. वंस दैट विल बी डन, आप उन्हें कैटेगराइज करोगे मल्टीपल फेजेस में, कौन सी कोस्ट किस टाइप की है. देयर आर वेरियस टाइप्स ऑफ कोस्ट एंड बेनिफिट्स, वी विल डिस्कस इन फर्दर वीडियोस अबाउट दैट. Next is a select the method of evaluation. There are so many methods as well for the cost benefits that will also discussed in further videos. So once the cost or benefit analysis categorization will be done, we have to evaluate that how can we find the method, what are the method to finding the cost and the benefit. Once the method will be selected, we will find out the result on the basis of the method we choose, and on the basis of that analysis, we have done some step and take some steps, we can say. So this is completely depend on categorization and the evaluation method we will select it. Next is a cost benefit identification. As we can say, there are so many types of a cost or a benefit. So basic idea about that is certain cost and benefit are easily identifiable than the other one. For example, direct cost. Direct benefits relate to one to the direct cost, especially saving for the reducing cost. For example, here, if we will purchase any product directly from the factory, then we need to pay anything extra irrespective of the actual cost of the product. The simplest example over here is, let us suppose मैं एक मार्कर परचेज करना चाहती हूँ. उस मार्कर को परचेज करने के लिए मैं एक शॉप पे जाती हूँ, शॉप वाला मुझे कहता है कि वो 10 रुपीज का मार्कर है. सो मैंने उसे 10 रुपीज दिए और 10 रुपीज में मैं वो लेकर आ गई. दिस इज वन थिंग दैट आई एम परचेजिंग फ्रॉम द शॉप. But if I am purchasing directly from the factory for my institute or for my academy, so I'll directly purchasing with the help of factory, and I'll go there and purchase 50 markers at a single time, right? At that duration, they will give me 5 rupee per marker. So I'll got 50 markers from that will be less in comparison of the shop, because if I am going for shop and say 50 markers, so each marker is of 10 rupees, then I have to pay 500 rupees, right? So I need to pay more in comparison of the factory. That is the actual cost we have to pay for the shop, and the direct cost is the cost that I am giving to the factory person. So that is the direct cost in the factory. Then we need not to pay anything extra, so that the actual cost is definitely different in comparison of the direct cost. Now another thing here is a opportunity cost. A category which is not easily identified are the opportunity cost or opportunity benefits. that means that are not easily identified, and we can select. There are so many alternatives, but among them we have to select limited one, then that is called a opportunity cost. आपको कौन सा ज्यादा बेनिफिट लग रहा है, कौन सा ज्यादा फायदेमंद लग रहा है आपके काम के लिए, आपने उस चीज को सेलेक्ट करा, then that will act as a opportunity cost, और उस cost के basis पर जितना आपको benefit होता है, that is called a opportunity benefit. So these are the some basic key points about the cost benefit analysis. We will definitely discuss about the classification of a cost benefits, types of a benefits, tangible, intangible, and some other also methods of evaluation. So these are the cost and benefits. Once we have to clear about the cost and the benefit, look, there is one simplest example I am giving here. लेट अस सपोज 10,000 रुपीज, सॉरी 1,000 रुपीज अगर मेरे पास है, मैंने किसी भी बिजनेस में 1,000 रुपीज लगाए, लगाने के बाद मुझे रिटर्न में 1,000 रुपीज मिलते हैं, वेदर देयर इज एनी बेनिफिट और नॉट, no, it's not a benefit, because no benefit no loss scenario. I already paid 1,000 rupees and I revert getting 1,000 rupees, then that is not a benefit, not a loss, because उतना ही मुझे वापस मिल गया, right? So अगर मैं ये चीज बोलूं कि मुझे कोस्ट चाहिए या बेनिफिट चाहिए, सॉरी बेनिफिट ज्यादा चाहिए, तो अगर मैंने 1,000 रुपीज लगाने के बाद तो 2,000 रुपीज मुझे रिटर्न में मिलते हैं, देन 2,000 रुपीज मिलने के बाद वो जो 1,000 रुपीज होंगे, वो 1,000 रुपीज मुझे वापस रिवर्ट होते हैं, राइट? सो वो जो 1,000 रुपीज होंगे, दैट इज एक्ट एज अ बेनिफिट, एंड द कॉस्ट इज ऑफ ऑल्सो 1,000 रुपीज. सो दैट मेक्स अ पॉजिटिव सेंस. इट मीन्स अगर मैंने जितना दिया मुझे उतना ही रिवर्ट मिल रहा है, तो उस चीज का कोई फायदा नहीं है. दैट इज नॉट अ बेनिफिट, नॉट अ कॉस्ट, नॉट अ लॉस. बट अगर मैंने ज्यादा दिया, सॉरी कम दिया और ज्यादा मुझे मिला रिवर्ट में, देन दैट एक्ट एज अ बेनिफिट. So we have to evaluate some techniques so that we get more benefit in comparison of the cost. That will be more helpful for us. So this is all about cost benefit, some key points. Thank you.